Hello, welcome back to my channel and Just Jenny. Today I wanted to talk about Splash Waterworld, which is on the Butlins camp, and it's their swimming pool. I'm literally fresh from the swimming pool now, so I thought because it's all fresh in my mind I'd do a quick vlog now for you guys. And there was quite a bit to talk about really. When you get there, you have to queue up before you are even allowed inside the swimming pool. So you queue up for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and you queue all around the building on the outside, and you get a little wristband, and that gives you an hour and 40 minutes. I think there are different colours, but obviously we only had the black one, but it gives you an hour and 40 minutes in the pool. Now there is a lot in the pool to do. There are slides and different features and things. I'll put the link to the website so you can see in the description box below, so you can have a look at that. Now when we were swimming around the lazy river, which isn't very deep, but it's really quite nice. It's relaxing. You can just be lazy. It's really quite nice, because in the actual main pool we couldn't really get in there. There was so many people, whether it be adults, children, little children with big blow up inflatable things, so there wasn't really much room in the actual pool. But nonetheless, it was really enjoyable. Now, all throughout the pool and all around the pool, you can see quite clearly in black lettering on the tiles the depth of the water at each different location around the pool. The lifeguards are absolutely superb. One of the lifeguards whilst we were there did jump in and save a little girl, because it's really easy in the lazy river. There's a corner, and as you go around the corner, there's a deep end just here, just off of it, and it's really quite easy to get dragged and pulled that way into the deep. And if you aren't a very good swimmer, it is really easy just to be separated from your family or whatever. That brings me on to supervising young children, especially if they're not so good at swimming. I myself, whilst I was going around, saved a little girl who had got separated from her family, and she was shouting "Mummy, Mummy," and nobody heard her. The lifeguard didn't hear her, and she was just drifting and drifting, and I thought she had armbands on as well, but luckily I saw her and stopped and just held her until her dad swam over to her to get her, so that was quite lucky. What else do I need to say? Oh, there is a photographer that goes around. They are in a purple shirt, and it does say photographer on the back. They go around the pool, and you can have pictures whilst you're in the pool, so you can have them above the water level, or you can have them underwater, which I thought was really, really cool, and that's something that I've now ticked off of my bucket list. So I'm going to go get those pictures in our little bundle later on, because you have to go. The one thing I would say as well is that you have to have good memory, because you have to remember the numbers that you were given from the lady, so that you know which photographs are yours. Now I have a shocking memory. So we had 2 pictures, and she gives you like 3 numbers, between 3 numbers, and I got super safe to remember the really long numbers, because honestly my memory's terrible. Yeah, so you can pick those up in the dome after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There's a little, I think it's called Showtime Photos. I could be wrong, but it sounds about right. Now, I do have a few questions that people have asked me about Splash, so we'll get Super Safe to ask me those, and I'll answer them. She doesn't want to be on camera, so you're just going to hear her voice. If you don't, I'll repeat the question.
Is it extra cost or included in the holiday price?
So I was asked if it's an extra cost or whether the cost is included in your holiday price for Splash. Now the answer to that is it is included in your holiday price. You don't need any money to pay for it. The only thing you will need is £1 for your locker. So if you're a big family and you will want different lockers, there are really quite big tall lockers, or there are the smaller lockers, so if you've got quite a bit with you, or you've got a big family, I suggest taking more than £1, because you might want more than 1 locker.
What's the pool like?
And the other question was, what is the pool like? So the pool is, when you first get in, it's really quite cool, but you kind of just get used to it. It's really, it does get warmer. It sounds weird, but it does get warmer. It's a really nice pool. There are lots of different areas that are different depths of water. So for the young babies, it's like a really shallow depth that the parents can sit with them. There's just so much to do. Oh, the other thing as well is changing rooms. Now, when you go in, there's 2 different ways. When you go through the doors, when you first go in, there's 2 different ways. So there's one this side and one this side. and you can choose which changing area you go to. Now each changing area is labelled. Now I worried when I came out of the pool that I wouldn't know where to go. But when you look around the pool and you're swimming, both around the lazy riverside and the actual pool, they are clearly numbered. Changing area 1, changing area 2, changing area 3. I think there's 5. I think I saw 5. So they are clearly labelled, so you cannot get lost. You just have to remember where you came into the pool, which section you came into. What else is there to say about the pool?
Would you recommend it?
Would I recommend the pool? Do you know what? I would recommend it because it's really, really nice. We had a really nice time. If you just want a quiet swim, you might as well just forget it, because when we went, it said it opened at 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. But when we got in, obviously we had to wait half an hour, so we got in at 10:30. When we got to the actual pool and inside the pool, it was already packed. It was swarming with people. So if you want a quiet swim, just forget having a quiet swim, to be quite honest. I was quite surprised as well because it was quite loud. There was a lot of people, a lot of inflatable things, there was music, and sometimes there was a guy on a big microphone who was ridiculously loud, and to be quite honest, you couldn't even understand a word he was saying. It was that loud, to be honest. So if you do have sound sensitivity, it may be an issue, because I was surprised that I lasted an hour in the pool myself. But sensory wise, I like water. I love being in water. My star sign is Pisces, so I'm a fish, and I love mermaids, so I just love being in water, and I've got the really, really long hair as well. So sensory wise, water wise, I love, but the sound, it's quite bright in there as well, so you know, you may struggle, but just give it a good bash, because you don't know until you've tried. I hope I've answered everything that you'd want to know and that you'd like to know. If there's anything else you want to know, drop me a comment either on my Facebook, Just Jenny, or tweet me, or drop me a comment on here, and I hope to see you guys and hear from you guys very, very soon. I hope you have a lovely day, whatever you get up to. See you later.